Remember the thrill, the speed, and the sheer spectacle of Gordon's Great Race? This 2016 Thomas and Friends movie had everything: heart-pounding competition, dazzling visuals, and one of the most memorable performances from the big engine himself. But if you think that it was just about a race, think again. Today we're going beyond the finish line to explore the hidden depth, lasting legacy, and surprising ways this fan favorite changed how we see Gordon forever. So, how's it going, everyone? And welcome to Beyond the Finish Line, the new podcast series, the new series here on Thomas Fan 1984, where we deep dive into stories, into the stories, the characters, and the behind-the-scenes magic of Thomas and Friends. I'm your host, Caleb Marshall, aka Thomas Fan 1984, and today we're firing up the express for our very first episode, Beyond the Finish Line, Gordon's Great Race Retrospective. So yeah, I'm starting a new series here on this channel. The reason why I am is because okay, this is originally going to be episode 4 of the Tidmus Talks podcast. Then I thought, wait a minute, why why don't I do a new segment maybe like a new podcast series on Tidmus Talks? And I was like, what am I doing? Why don't I just make it completely different and do a podcast series or just a series in general on my main channel because read into the script. The script is this script makes this series main channel worthy. So yeah. Um, now this is an AI script, but and is with ChatGPT, but it's damn good. So and I am glad. I love the way it turned out. So let's get started. Part 1, Setting the Stage. Let's rewind to 2016. The Great Race hit our screens as a high-stakes, action-packed story introduced the new characters, dazzling settings, and the biggest competition Soda had ever seen. The plot is simple on paper. Our proud express engine is chosen to represent Sodor in the Great Railway Show, but pride, mishaps, and unexpected setbacks force him to confront his own limits. At the time, fans praised the animation quality, the catchy songs, and the spectacle, but looking back nearly a decade later, what stands out is not just the race, but Gordon's journey of growth. The timing of the release coincided with a period of transition for the Thomas franchise, as it embraced modern CGI animation and expanded its audience globally, especially with the global characters from the Great Race, which was then which then some of them came back in Book World Big Adventures era. But this shift allowed the story to take bigger risks with characters and plotlines. So the Great Race was a bold statement about the future of Thomas and Friends. It aimed to capture the excitement of contemporary children's entertainment while honoring classic roots. This balance helped it resonate widely. This film's plot structure grew drew from classic sports narrators, combining underdog elements with thrill competition. This familiar storytelling made framework uh, the familiar storytelling framework made it accessible and engaging for viewers of all ages. Introduced a new level of tension and suspense uncommon in earlier episodes. The stakes felt real, which was a refreshing change. It made the fans revisit. It made the fans more invested in Gordon's outcome. The Great Race also interrogated new locations beyond Sodor, showcasing the global rail network's diversity. These exotic settings added visual richness and thematic variety. This geographic expansion gave viewers a sense of scale and adventure helped position Thomas and Friends as a global brand. This broadened the franchise's horizon significantly. Early marketing campaigns teased fans with glimpses of new characters and exciting new thrill and race scenes built on excitement. The buzz helped the movie gain a significant attention before release. It set expectations for a grand cinematic experience. The anticipation was added to the movie's impact when it finally premiered. This marketing success contributed to the legacy. Importantly, the Great Race appealed to both longtime fans and newcomers by blending nostalgia with innovation. Returning viewers found familiar faces and themes, while fresh characters and high energy attracted new audiences. The goal with this dual appeal was key to its broad reception. It kept the franchise relevant and vibrant, with a pivotal moment in the series' history. The movie's themes of pride, perseverance, and humility are timeless. The providing meaningful lessons with a fun story. These messages gave depth beyond the recent action. It showed that the children's entertainment can be both educational and thrilling. This enriched the viewing experience. It it's a reason why many fans still hold the movie dear. The Great Race marked a significant evolution in how Thomas and Friends approach character arcs. Unlike previous episodes where the characters often stayed static, Gordon's journey demonstrated meaningful growth. This set a precedent for richer storytelling going forward, and fans appreciated seeing characters develop realistically and added emotional resonance. The film also showcased the power of teamwork despite the competitive nature of the race. Characters learned to support each other and value cooperation over rivalry. This balanced narrative theme reinforced positive social values. It made the movie more than just a race. It made it a story about friendship and respect. This helped it stand out. Finally, the initial reception laid the groundwork for the movie's lasting presence in fan culture. It became a reference point for discussions about the franchise's evolution. The Great Race showcased that Thomas and Friends could surprise and engage its audience in new ways. It set the stage for deep dives like the one we're doing today. It's a film worth revisiting. Part 2, The Engine's Evolution. Gordon has always been portrayed as a strong, fast, and sometimes I turned my light on. Anyway, Gordon has always been portrayed as a strong, fast, and sometimes a little too proud. In the Great Race, we saw cracks that polished the blue paint. The unexpected vulnerability he showed from struggling with performance anxiety, learning humility to even when his boiler burst because he didn't have that part on right. He the he let the steamworks before Victor could even add that other part on that Gordon needed. But that gave us one of the richest character arcs in modern Thomas and Friends. This wasn't just about winning; it was about providing something to himself. He learned the value of sportsmanship, the importance of teamwork, and that even the strongest engines have room to grow. And here's the kicker: this shift in Gordon's personality didn't just end with the credits. It shaped how he appeared in the later episodes, making him more relatable and grounded. Before the film, Gordon's personality was often one-dimensional, proud, and sometimes arrogant. This great, the Great Race expanded his character, making him more more human-like and flawed. We saw him experience doubt and frustration, feelings many fans could relate to. This vulnerability made him more endearing. It added layers to who his character that lasted beyond the movie. The narrative arc challenged Gordon's ego, forcing him to confront his weaknesses openly. This journey was portrayed with care and nuance. It reflected real emotional growth rather than a superficial lesson. Fans appreciated this authentic portrayal. It made the story resonate on a deeper level. Gordon's humility in the movie wasn't portrayed as weakness but as strength. It showed that true greatness comes from learning and adapting. This positive message was inspiring, especially for younger viewers. It encouraged self reflection and openness to change. These are valuable life lessons. The friendships Gordon formed during the race, including with the international engines, further humanized him. These interactions highlighted empathy and mutual respect. It was a departure from his usual solo, pride-driven role. This development showed a more collaborative side. It enriched his character. This impact of the this impact of this arc was visible in future episodes where Gordon appeared more thoughtful and less brash. Writers incorporated this growth, making him making his character more complex and engaging. It helped maintain fan interest in his story. The consistency strengthened franchise storytelling. Gordon became a symbol of growth. The Great Race allowed fans to witness eternal struggle and triumph, creating emotional investment. He set his eventual his setbacks made his eventual success more rewarding. This payoff was satisfying and memorable. It deepened fans' connections to him. This emotional journey remains a highlight. The movie also set a template for developing other characters with similar depth. It proved that long-established characters could evolve meaningfully. This opened creative opportunities for franchise. Fans welcomed more nuanced storytelling. The Great Race was a turning point. Gordon's evolution also aligned with broader themes of inclusive. Okay, guys, so if it looks like it's darker and if the lighting looks different, that's because it is. It's darker outside. I had to go eat, so I had to pause that part where I was. So, but we're gonna get back into it. So I was at Gordon's evolution. So Gordon's evolution also aligned with broader themes, inclus- in- inclusivity and diversity in character portrayals, showing vulnerability and growth broadened the range of emotions explored in the series. It made more characters more relatable to diverse. It made characters more relatable to diverse audiences. This inclusivity is vital for children's media. The film contributed positively. Overall, the Great Race identified re the Great Race redefined Gordon's legacy from just the express engine to a multi-dimensional hero. This richer characterization elevated the entire franchise. Fans embraced this new depth, and it made the film must watch. Gordon's evolution remains one of the story's greatest achievements and one of the movie's greatest achievements. Got this mug right here. It's pretty cool, right? Anyway, um, so part three is behind the scenes. Now let's pull into the side and look at this how this all came together. Visually, the Great Race was a spectacle. The animations brought an international flavor showed with bright colors, diverse engine designs, and sweeping race sequences. The camera angles during the competition scenes gave real tension, almost like a sports broadcast, and the sound design perfected. From the rhythmic chug of the wheels to the roar of the crowd, and yes, that rousing music score, everything amplified the excitement. But behind all that magic were the unsung heroes, the writers who balanced spectacle with storytelling, and the animation teams who made sure Gordon's expressions carried as much weight as his words. The animation team faced the challenge of balancing realism with a franchise's trademark charm. They created detailed environments and fluid engine movements without losing the friendly, approachable look kids love. This blend required technical skill and artistic sensitivity. The race sequences especially demanded dynamic animation to capture speed and excitement. Their success brought the racings to life. Lighting and color played crucial roles in setting the tone throughout the movie. Bright, val- bright, vibrant palettes conveyed energy during the race, while softer tones underscored emotional movements. This thoughtful use of color enhanced storytelling sub- subtly. It, it supported viewers' emotional engagement without overwhelming their narrative. This attention to detail enriched the visual experience. Camera work was notably cinematic, incorporating angles and movements that built tension and immersion. Im- immersion. Quick cuts, quick cuts, close-ups, and sweeping panoramas contributed to the pacing. This approach elevated the movie beyond typical children's programming and it demonstrated commitment to high-quality production values. Fans noticed and appreciated the quality. Sound design i- in, intricate, intricately combined mechanical sounds, environmental ambience, and crowd reactions. This layering created a rich auditory landscape. The distinct sounds of different agents added character depth. Audience fears heightened the race's excitement. The sound team's work was crucial. Composer Robert Hearthstone's musical score was carefully crafted to match scene moods. He blended orchestral elements with rhythmic beats to create energy and motion. The original songs were written to support character development and plot progression. This seamless integration of music and story elevated the movie. Music was a core storytelling tool. Writers carefully balanced character arcs with the richest spectacle. They ensured emotional beats weren't lost in action scenes. Dialogue was crafted to reveal personality and theme. This this storytelling discipline made the movies resonate beyond visuals. It's a testament to thoughtful writing. Voice actors brought the depth and personality to the characters. Their performances captured the nuances of pride, frustration, and friendship. This vocal work added layers of emotion to the animation. It made characters believable and relatable. Their contribution was essential. The production process involved close collaboration between departments. Animation, writing, sound, and music teams worked in harmony. This teamwork ensured a coherent and polished final product. Such energy is vital in complex productions. It underpinned the movie's success. In sum, the behind-the-scenes craftsmanship of The Great Race reflects a high level of artistry and dedication. Every detail, from animation to sound, was designed to immerse viewers fully. This commitment raised the bar for Thomas and Friends. It is the key reason why the movie remains beloved. The behind the scenes story is inspiring. Okay, how am I on segment 4 and I'm 20 minutes in? Or part 4? I feel like if I keep going, we're gonna be here all day. Um, no, no. Sorry. Well, yeah, then this is a good part too. Okay. Okay. Um, I'm gonna end this video here. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna break this into like 2 or 3 parts. The, okay, the reason I'm only on segment 4, or why I just got done with segment 3 rather, is because okay, like I said, I had ChatGPT help me write this script. I had it write 10 parts to each segment or each part. So, and it's taken 20 minutes just to get to the first 3. So I am gonna put this into 2 or 3 different parts, possibly even 4. I get 369. That's 3 parts. 3 for each part, and that would be, well then just the last one, or yeah, the last part of this would be, um, I'd have to do 4 instead of 3, but it still work. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video here. It's 42 minutes in, and I just, I just feel like if I keep going on with this, I'm gonna be here for another, well, okay. I guess I could get the first 4 segments anyway. So actually, I'll just do that. There's the first 5 seconds. Well, I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I am gonna do just the first 3 parts to this, first 3 segments. So I will see you guys in the next video. Um, this is a brand new series. Like I said, um, it's a brand new series called Beyond the Finish Line. Thank you so much for joining me for this, for the very first episode. Um, so on this new series, um, okay, actually, hold on. Before I get to that, I'm gonna say this. Thanks so much for joining me, yeah, on this trip down the tracks for Beyond the Finish Line here on Tom Span 1984. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your favorite moment from the Great Race movie? You know what? I have to get necessarily out there now since I am going to do 2 other parts to this. But drop it, drop a comment below if you enjoyed this first episode. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss future deep dives on this new series. And hit the, turn on the notification bell so you can have post notifications so you can get notified every single time I upload one of these new videos. Um, yeah. Till next time. Well, okay. So I am gonna make this a little longer, but there's some stuff I want to say. So the reason why I'm doing this new series, I mean, it's something you guys have never seen before on my channel. It's kind of similar to my Team Best Talks podcast, but even that was something you guys never saw before. So the reason why I'm doing this now is because I want to make, m- I want to make more high quality videos, better high quality videos, better quality videos in general, even. And I, I just, I just feel like I feel like to do that, I'm gonna have to do a series like this. Now, this is kind of like the Unlucky Tugs, Thomas and Friends, or yeah, Thomas and Friends perspective. But I'm showing me instead of like audio, like using video from the series. I mean, I guess I could do that, but I'd have to really dedicate to editing. And this is 25 minutes long, and I don't know if I want to edit in 25 minutes of random Thomas and Friends footage. So that's why I just do it this way because it's easier. But yeah, um, like I said, the reason why I'm doing this new series is I want to try something new. If this series don't succeed, if it fails, that's fine. Um, I'll just I'll just I'll, I'll give up on the series, yes, but I won't leave it behind if you know what I mean. But it's a brand new series here on the Thomas 1984 channel, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Or if it's another video, I'll see you in the next video. But for now, I will see you guys in the next episode of this new series. Like I said, it's kind of like a podcast series called Beyond the Finish Line. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.